Welcome to Grave Geeks. Get rid of that. Why is there still a sticker? Hang on. All the craziness. I still have a sticker. Why do I have a sticker, B?
You might have to click on it.
I did. Make
I'm
it
not
go
sure.
away.
Is it in effect?
Maybe.
Trying to get my earbuds.
I want to hear about
I
Mac.
couldn't find mine. Tasha, my earbuds were around my neck. I couldn't find them. I'm looking around the garage.
Allie's still northern New York.
I'm trying to get rid of it.
You must not have been live since you were watching the snow.
I wasn't.
You're gonna have to let me know if I need to speak up. I put the earbuds in, so hopefully it's not too bad.
What?
Sorry. Can you repeat that?
Okay, you guys are asses. I was about to repeat all of it. I've been asked to repeat things so many times the last couple days.
Make it go away. Okay.
You gotta go to bed, buddy.
I switched it.
Well, now you got one that says support my team. So.
Well, I know. I thought that if I switched it to something else, then it might go away. I don't know.
There, I supported your team.
Thanks. I don't know. So, Mac, why can't I get it in between? That's bright. I saw your message, but I didn't get a chance to reply. What's up?
Oh man, that's
For later?
Oh my God. Hi, Amanda. Yeah.
B's head is completely hidden right now.
I know. Like, how do I make it go away?
B, you have to sit on something.
That.
Make yourself taller.
Oh, wait. Oh, I found it. Sticker. There's a leak. Ha! Figured it out.
I was going to say, sorry, B, you got to take one for the team.
Hey, Amanda. Sorry, I was trying to get rid of the sticker. Oh. Thanks. Ouch. Are we playing peekaboo?
I was hiding my face.
Gotcha. How's everybody tonight? Hey, little Jay.
Nah.
Hey, Bubba.
You okay? Kitty, go to bed. Go to bed.
How's Joe doing, Jay?
Go on. Fuck off, Jasper.
Good. He's in recovery. Or in rehab, whatever. Like physical therapy.
Wait, what happened?
He tried playing Superman and fell off his ladder. At 72,
geez.
broke his leg and arm.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't know about the arm.
Wrist. Yeah.
Oh.
My lord, man.
Right femur, right wrist.
Jeez. Did you tell him that wasn't allowed? I mean, I guess it's better than the headstone hit.
Yeah.
You know what the sad thing is? It's not going to slow him down.
No.
I have a feeling it will not slow him down at all.
Thank you.
No, it won't. It's not sad. It's good that it won't slow him down.
Yes.
No, that's not what I meant. But yeah,
he needs it. I'm glad if it was going to happen, I'm glad it happened now so that he has time to recover and he can't do too much.
Yeah.
He was like, well, at least it's winter.
Yeah.
At least it's winter.
Exactly.
Mac, who are you beating up over there?
Matt,
He's
Yeah,
rebuilding
I
the
have a
house.
question.
Amanda has a question.
Ask
Please
away.
ask her question.
Oh, I'm not even in the room. I'm super freaking excited. Sorry. You have a question for me, or just a question for anybody?
Well, the
We're
question
not
for
sure.
you
We're
was,
waiting.
what were you beating up?
What was I
Sounded
beating up?
Yeah, it sounded like you were beating something up.
I don't know. Maybe not
Oh,
yet.
it's for B. The
Not yet,
question is for B.
but I'm getting there.
What's up? Sorry, I think I'm coming down with something, so I'm not here.
Chris made it. Yay.
Hello, Cheryl.
Cheryl made it. Cheryl, you want to come up? Let me know if you do.
Chris.
Cheryl should just come up. Just invite her.
She should. Sure.
Okay.
If you can see her from all the snow that she's been getting.
Oh.
She can keep it. I know Mac wants it, but he's a weirdo.
Hey, Amanda. Those snow pictures, Amanda, that you posted were awesome. I wish I had less snow so that I could take some. But I literally
I'll take
drove
some of your
by.
snow.
Well, I drove by my cemetery that's near me that I worked on, and I was like, "Oh, I should take pictures." And I'm like, "Where did the headstones go?"
Did they? Is it really above the headstones?
Some of them, yeah.
That's crazy.
You could see like the top. So if it had, there's a bunch that have a flat top, and it's like you had these pillow tops of snow on top of the headstone.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
We haven't been that lucky,
Take it.
if you want to call it lucky.
I have earbuds in, so all the noises he's making are so much louder.
Uh-huh.
He thinks he's quiet. He's like,
I had to mute you there, Mac. It was getting loud.
he's like a bull.
Sorry.
When it's like,
See, our earbuds don't connect to our head.
yeah,
When you
but
put
you're
your
moving
earbuds in?
around and your hat is moving
Yeah.
on it, so it makes
our microphones don't
you're
pick
muted
up.
right now.
It's
You're
perfect.
muted.
I
You
can
know-
mute him just by clicking on the thing, and it's like, he's muted. You're all muted.
Everyone is muted.
What, bud?
Where?
Hold
did I
on.
put it? There we go.
So, Mac, did you say that you were so excited to share the news or not share the news? I got very confused.
Hmm.
There she is. I've been waiting for more people to come in. I was hoping Justin would come in because he is the one that may have solved the David E. Sperry mystery.
Ooh.
Really?
Inadvertently. But,
Hey, as long as it gets solved.
yeah. I don't know where to begin. My heart is racing. Like, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. I'm like Rocky before the fight. I'm like, I can
Doing
punch
a
the
little part
refrigerator, but the drill's not up there, so I'm good. He was looking through some records, and he sent me something that said, Orande, Orrande, Orande E. Sperry, was a Civil War soldier, and it said he was born in Schenevus, New York, company whatever. So doing research for him, I actually found him. His name is not Orande. It's I forgot. Orvand. Orvande.
Oh.
Born same year, 1838, and somebody kind of confused Orvand with Ormond, two totally different people, maybe. Anyway, so I'm scrolling through there, and I found a census record for Albion. I did. I don't know if Allie, you or Tasha or anybody found the census record for D.E. Sperry from Albion, New York. Okay,
Yeah, that's where
there,
Dugway is.
there's two of them. In one of them, I found a D.E. Sperry, and right above him was a Franklin Sperry. There's only one Franklin Sperry. Um,
He's in Oneida County, right?
that's where they originated from. That's where David originated from. David Sperry is buried in Sperryville, or I'm sorry, Franklin. You may remember that stone. Okay. Their brother, their father is Aeneas Sperry. David's middle name is E. David Aeneas? Maybe. It's all conjecture and speculation, but there's only one Franklin Sperry. There's Aeneas Franklin Aeneas or Aeneas Franklin Sperry, but there's no just Franklin. They're from Oneida County. That's where everything is. That mystery might be solved. I mean, I can't
So,
prove it.
That's so
so
exciting.
So, Albion, that's where Dugway is.
Yeah.
I can. Maybe Sean has information because that's one of the towns that falls under the Halfshire.
Yeah, I thought you already talked to him though about.
Not about David, no. I talked
Oh,
to the woman in Henderson
okay. Well, if
about
you're talking
David.
to anybody about the Sperrys, get like all the Sperrys you can.
Hmm.
how do you spell it?
Spell what?
The
The
town?
father.
Oh.
Albion?
No, the father's name.
Aeneas?
The father, yeah.
Eneas. That was my Boonville trip to Sperryville, and um, we cleaned those stones. Uh,
Wow.
I'm pretty sure
Speak of the
David.
devil.
I am pretty sure David is
There he is.
Aeneas' son, and his middle name is Aeneas. I thought that before, and I mean they're all from Oneida County. Aeneas was born in Connecticut. I mean that doesn't mean much because they were all born in Connecticut.
So there's an Oneida County surrogate court petition for probate for Aeneas Sperry, dated September 19th, 1853.
Okay. Does it have any children listed? That's what I'm looking for. Is
I'm
if it
working on.
I know I'm just talking out loud. I'm not rushing you, but
Yeah.
that's the guy right there.
Babe,
That's the guy. That dude right there down there. He is the fucking man in more ways than one. Down there in the chat.
If he's can come up, I'll drop down so we can talk.
So he loves sending me
I
on
knew
these
Cheryl would do it.
rabbit holes and sending
Yes.
me down the rabbit hole. But in doing
Cheryl.
so, he may have spelled two.
I sensed that coming.
Oh, Cheryl dropped down. You're such a brat, woman. I'm gonna come out there and plow all that snow back up into your driveway. My truck makes it.
And she'll just meet you outside with a scalpel.
Thankful was his wife.
Right. Thankful Ames is her name.
I've not had.
Indenture. I'm still working on the will to get it going. This indenture made on this day, July 1851, between Aeneas Sperry and Thankful, his wife, of Boonville,
Yep.
Oneida County, New York, of the first part, and Thomas Butts of the same place.
We've got some butts here in Michigan.
Yep. So they own land. Okay.
Your wife's gonna get jealous, buddy. I'm telling you. Because I'm gonna kiss you right smack on the mouth next time I see you. I'm telling you.
It was divine intervention, I guess.
No tongue though. No homo.
Oh.
You gotta say that.
He saves that for me. We'll shake hands afterwards. That'll make it manly.
All right.
I did list it. Okay.
Just gotta yell good game.
So his wife was the executrix.
Yes. Now, I'm on here, so I can't figure out when Aeneas was born, but it had to be around late 1790s or 1800s.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, where?
I'm telling you, that mystery is solved. Damn. That's the only family that I know of that came from Connecticut directly to Oneida, or anywhere in Oneida. That's that family line.
Okay. So that one was just saying that she was the executrix.
That was a happy accident.
Okay.
Indeed.
If it makes you any happier, I didn't find anything on the guy I was looking for, so.
Go figure, right?
Sorry.
That's
Send it to me.
I think that's 4 out of 8 that I've struck out on now.
Ooh.
Send it to me. I'll find it by accident.
Ooh, this is 1880.
But, geez, man. Oh, God. Oh. I should be checking everything. I have all the records for Aeneas, but it was too close to 8 o'clock.
The petition of Thankful Sperry in the county of Oneida. She is the widow of Aeneas Sperry, farmer deceased. That she said Aeneas Sperry died a natural death and died in state as your petition. Oh, something believes.
Something.
In state, I'm tired, but I think that means without a will.
Intestate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell the first name?
Eneas.
Intestate. I always say that wrong then. Here's a shock. That said deceased.
That name is still used today.
Left kin entitled to an estate, John D. Sperry, who resides in the town of Otsego. Yeah, that's another one I can't say. Thank you. Lois, or Lois, I think. Sperry.
Lois. Yep.
Who resides in Boonville, Oneida County.
There you go. You think, what was his name? John D?
So,
No, we're looking for David. David E.
John D. Sperry,
Oh.
Lois Sperry. I want to say it's Jake, but that's weird in 1850 to call somebody Jake. Starts with a J. H. Sperry, who resides in Boonville. Burton E. Sperry, who resides in the town of Albion.
Albion.
Thank you. I'm just going to mispronounce everything, so just deal with it.
I only know that one.
Thankful Sperry, who resides there too. Esther Meeker, who resides in Boonville in Oneida County. Cyrus S. Sperry, who resides in Boonville.
Cyrus Sanford.
Edwin M. Sperry, who resides in the one I can't say that Tasha said. George
Albion.
H. Sperry, who resides in Boonville.
What was his first name?
George H. Sperry.
Okay.
Of whom the said Safford Edwin A. George are minors.
You guys want to see the name of a place that's really hard to pronounce?
No.
Brian will get it.
Just no.
No. He knew how to say Otsego because they copied us, and they have an Otsego County out there in Michigan.
Yeah. Look at this.
Did a crackhead come up with that?
Aquioc.
How about I told you you guys see that when it's small?
That sounds wrong.
Anybody want to give it a try?
I can't see it.
OCQUEOC.
Why should it be like quick?
Asukak. I don't know.
Aquioc.
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 That sounds like a little kid that didn't like his dinner.
Aquioc.
Actually, that's the largest waterfall in the lower peninsula of Michigan.
Yep.
And it's actually really cool. You can go swimming in it and stuff. And it was awesome. We took the kids and the dogs up there last summer.
Aquioc.
Aquioc Falls.
So there's no mention of David in this.
I wonder if that John D could be John David and they called him David.
It's possible.
But then David's
Putting on
middle
the-
name started with an E.
Yeah.
On his stone, anyway.
Oh no. What weird.
And
Don't mean to rain on the parade. Oh,
And we're down.
I think that
Good
was
live,
Enemy
everybody.
life alert.
Nice seeing everybody.
assholes. Assholes. Every time.
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up.
You're not helping, Justin.
Wait a minute.
He said we were here to help.
We gotta get this.
Obviously nobody.
Respect your elders, Allie.
You. I don't. He's not in that. Doesn't mean he wasn't. Well, when did we figure out he passed?
who, David?
Yeah.
1910.
Oh, so yeah, he would have been alive.
Man, it's too bad you guys live in New York.
Wow.
You live in Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
What? I'm going to Minnesota next month.
It's too bad you're going to Minnesota.
Going ice fishing.
Oh yeah.
John D. Sperry was John Dickerman Sperry.
You dictor man.
There we go. 825.
825.
I
man.
sorry. I just need to mute myself, and then I can hit the unmute button when it's actually something important to say.
I think I initiated this down, Tasha. That was sad.
Well, it just I can't.
I mean, I would think that our lovely moderator would be able to just see the shit-eating grin on your face and be able to mute you.
She knows
Guess
better.
what?
Sometimes it comes out too fast.
There's like 5, 6 moderators in this live that are my moderators, so any one of you could do it,
Shit-eating grin,
including
means
her.
Well,
Yeah,
there we go.
I
We'll
can-
make her big. That way when you see when she's about to do it.
No. So, I just found something else saying that D.E. Sperry of Campbell's Point or Henderson. So this was about his wife. This was what's her name? But it says Miss D.E. Sperry of Campbell's Point or Henderson, which I mean they're both very close to each other, but they're different town names. I don't know.
One could have been part of the other back then.
Yeah,
Or
it's
they could have been somewhere close.
This is the record of funerals, and it says April 24th, 1881, Miss D.E. Sperry of Campbell's Point or Henderson, New York, aged 30, died on the 22nd.
30.
60. I meant 60. I don't know where I got 30 from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Catherine
it's only
Grant.
half of it.
So, if you look up Aeneas's kids, he's got like 8, 10 kids, and 2 of them have 7 years difference from one kid to the next kid. They're 1822, 1829. David was born, I believe, what do we say, 1824?
And he's gone.
Eighteen 1824. So, I mean,
That's odd.
Oneida County, the only family that's there. He's got a brother named Franklin. Franklin is from Oneida County. Franklin is buried up there. They were both in the same town of Albion. I don't know.
That's strange. Seems like 1910 you ought to be able to get a death record for him.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
The Henderson historian's looking in to see what they have in their records, but she hasn't. She's been looking through them like one by one during that time period to see if they can find anything.
Well, you would think somebody'd write an obituary for him. Maybe somebody should have been talking about his parents or something. Somebody knows something or knew something, but
Well,
it didn't come out.
we have situations like mine. The great-grandfather that I was looking at last night, his obituary has all of his kids listed. It has all of like his siblings, has his stepbrother listed in it. Does not mention his parents at all. I'm like, it has his stepbrother listed in the damn thing, but it doesn't mention his mother. And
You
how
said it
he
was his
obtained
will?
this. His obituary.
Oh, his obituary.
Yep.
I don't know. There's only one Oneida County Sperry family that I know of. I mean,
So I'm
Yep.
assuming. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm assuming he was born in 1824. So you probably found a census, probably 1850, with him in it, right?
yeah,
Which he would have been an adult, moved out.
right.
Probably nothing earlier than that.
There are a few earlier than that, but they would be the head of household, and they would only tell how many pigs he had and
Right.
I'm sorry, swine, and how many kids and of what age, but nothing with their names.
Right. So 1850 is the first one that you found with Aeneas's name on it.
No, with David's name on it.
Oh, David, that's right.
But being that they've got kids every year or two or three, and then there's a 7 year break in their, I don't know. It fits, like I said, it fits, but I can't prove it
The,
yet.
did you find the 1855 with him on it?
Yeah, yeah.
You did.
Uh,
That would have his parents' birthplace and his birthplace on it, right? No, just his.
his, he's had a household at that point, and I believe he was already married as well, and it just had him and Catherine, his wife.
They started adding parents' birthplace in 1880, though. I think it's 1880. Yeah, because it's definitely before 18 or 1900, which that's the last census besides the veteran census. So I wonder what the 1880 census says for his parents' birthplace.
For his parents, what?
For his parents' birthplace,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah. But I mean, all the Sperry's originated from Connecticut, so
Yeah.
it's not.
Except for that one from Virginia.
Who turned out to be from New York, from Otsego, New York. I don't know.
Hold on.
It's a nasty little rabbit hole.
I wonder if land records would have any hints in it.
I found a couple, but it was just talking about him and his wife.
Have you tried Family Search Labs?
Yep, that's where I just was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried that last time too.
It's another Asa.
Yep. Oh, he was ticking me off.
Worse than it's taken months to find this
We
guy.
still don't know who Asa's parents were and how he was related to the other Asa. And, I mean, they
Right.
have to be related. They're in the same cemetery. There's only a couple of. I mean, yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
If only you could ask them.
Oh, I would. I would.
Allie,
Very. Yeah.
let's go touch the rock.
Ask
Tell
Go
me.
back. We're gonna go to that stone circle, touch the rock. We'll go back to the 1700s, and then we'll just find the whole family.
Outlander.
Well, Outlander that shit.
The only thing about that is you need like a semi-precious stone in your pocket or something.
No, this is a stone circle.
I'm good.
She just touched the rock and she was gone. And I mean, I have like amethysts and stuff like that all over the place, so that's the one good thing that my ex-husband left me. He was a gem and mineral collector, so I got lots of those.
Oh.
Jesus, how do we keep getting sucked into this David Sperry?
Because random people keep messaging Mac and saying, "Hey, I found a Sperry. Is he related to you?" And then
And Mac goes down the rabbit hole and he comes out with a skunk.
yeah, right.
And then cries, "Help me, please."
Then you get all of us that get hyper fixated on it, and
I got some.
Okay, well,
Look at this ring that I found.
Oh,
that is
a long
cool.
time ago, metal detecting.
Damn.
that's
Look at the stone.
Pretty square.
Damn.
that's cool.
You take that for the rock. It's
I
pretty.
think that's jade, but I don't know. See,
It's not emerald.
I don't know. I talked
You
to
can
a
do a
guy.
scratch test.
I talked to an older guy here in Midland about it, and he said back in the 70s, high school did jewelry casting as like a class, metalworking class or something. And he said back then there was a lot of guys that came back from Vietnam with jade stones. He said it could very well be that, but it's
Definitely a woman's.
my ring. I wear a size 13 ring, and it can only go on that far, so not huge.
Oh,
Well,
we
you'd
wear,
be my
Comfortable to wear.
we wear the same size ring too, Justin.
We were meant for each other.
That's right.
Jeez.
I
You do
just
not wear a
shot.
ring though.
I'm in a hyperfixation, so I wasn't even saying anything bad, but I just found a thing where David was selling his yacht. It was posted in the Plasky Democrat September 6th and September 12th of 1906. He was selling his yacht for $15.
That's
Oh, to go back.
I'll take
He was
two.
too old.
Right?
Yeah, right.
I'll give you a candy bar on top of the 15
No.
too.
Right. That
Justin,
one's
I've
on
got-
the. Sorry.
No, go ahead, son.
That one's on the New York Historic Papers, and I think I might have just found something else. Let me see.
That boat capsize where he saved them was all over the place. It was posted in the Syracuse New York Daily Journal, the Watertown Daily Times.
Utica, Rome, I think Buffalo and Rochester posted it too.
Damn. Wow. What's
That's a
that,
little
size
tiny
five?
ring.
It's
A
a
giant
pinky
ring,
toe
probably.
ring.
I found
Did it
this.
have initials on it?
Yeah, it did. I can't see them now, but at one time I saw initials on it. I found this at a lumber campsite, and I found where a woman had bought the land after the lumber camp was dismantled, and she was engaged to be married to a guy whose initials were on this ring before I probably rubbed them off. In 1887. There's two hearts on it. I don't know if you can see that or not. But
Sweetheart ring.
yeah,
Aw.
so that was kind of cool.
Yep. Oh, I found my 5th and 6th great grandfathers in New York today.
Whoop.
Nice. Where?
Who?
Where?
What we know now.
Albany County and Otsego
Which-
County.
Which county?
Let's see, go.
Otsego and Albany.
Oh,
No kidding.
Daniel Motts and Richard Daniel Edwards.
oh, cool.
Did you say Mott?
Motts. Motts.
Oh, no. Mott's. Like
Oh boy.
applesauce?
That's what I thought. Applesauce.
That's what I was thinking.
Let me guess. Family?
No, not with an S on it. No. Do you know where in Otsego?
So Edwards is in the Otsego County. He more specifically is Otego.
Otego. Okay.
Otego. He's buried in Evergreen.
Okay.
And then Motts is buried in Mendes. Mend. What?
Manans.
That's where he's buried at in Albany Rural Cemetery.
Spell
That
it
one I
again.
That's literally 15 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
And I love your your camera's on. Yay.
I know. I'm allowed to be cool.
You're allowed to be a cool kid.
Well, if you ever get there, you have permission to clean his stone.
That's a big one. Albany Rural is huge.
I have, I believe for him, I do have the plot information.
What
That
town
would
was
be
that,
great.
Brian?
For Mott's was Albany, and
Yeah,
where he's buried at.
yeah, that
M
started with.
Menands.
Oh,
Manans.
yep. I got family in the same cemetery.
Yeah, it's a big
Albany
one.
Rural.
He's in the church grounds section. I don't know if that made any sense or not, but
Probably the old section.
yeah.
That's
Not
my
to
guess.
not to bring it back there again, but what was the first name of the Sperry that started with the E?
Aeneas.
Can you spell it again?
You
Can you
forgot.
write it down?
Eneas.
It's been a day. Eat an ass. Okay. Okay, that's how I'll remember it.
Fucking Christ.
If it helps you.
Oh my God.
I
Hey,
have to
you gotta
think
make
of things.
acronyms sometimes.
Yes.
Sorry, I just made that. Yeah, you're gonna have to mute that part of the video because I said the F word.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he doesn't want to show up on New York historic newspapers, so to hell with him.
I feel like that's kind of like you can't say bomb on a plane.
Yeah, don't even
So
joke.
so you can't drop the F-bomb here.
Pretend we're on a
Good luck.
plane.
Mind you, it was 1999, okay? And we were
What?
going on our, no, actually, yeah, it was 1999. We were going on our senior trip. And we were checking in. We were going to Florida. And this lady had no customer service whatsoever. She was literal, you know, like the librarian that has no personality whatsoever. And she did the spiel. I'm like, no, I didn't leave my bag anywhere. What, you think there's a bomb in it or something? 1999, I was a kid. And I had to sit with the teachers on the plane. They almost grounded the plane for that.
Wow.
Yep.
Imagine how much worse it got 3 years later.
Troublemaker.
Well, and thank God the teacher wasn't too mad at me. She's like, I understand you were trying to make a joke, but you can't joke about that. I'm like, I mean, I was bawling. I was so upset. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So, yeah.
Ellie, do you know where Utica greens came from? I know they came from Utica, but like.
The Italians that came into Utica?
Okay. Because they're known as Utica greens, like in the city.
Right.
What are they?
It's an Italian, like you've got all sorts of, it's like a, I don't even know. If you just Google search Utica green recipe, it'll tell you. There's like, it's a warm, I don't know. It's a warm salad, kind of.
A worm salad?
Warm salad? Ew.
Ew.
Warm salad.
Yeah, see? Right there. Hang on. There.
It's like.
That looks like it doesn't belong in that kind of bowl.
It's really good.
Well, it wasn't in this bowl when I bought
And
it.
it don't look appetizing either.
Oh, no, it's
My oldest
delicious.
is texting me. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Hey, okay, I was just gonna say that name that, so when she thought it said Jake Sperry, it's Jinx, Jenks. That's what the name is.
Like Jenkins?
Just Jinx.
Jinx.
Jenks. His middle name's Hale.
Yes, Jinx Hale. Sorry, that's Aeneas, one of Aeneas's sons.
Interesting.
Okay, so he has, like, on Family Search, Aeneas has 15 children.
That is too many.
Well, they didn't.
Sounds like it might be Mac's
Wait, no.
family. Holy cow.
Jinx has 15 children.
didn't-
Aeneas has 12 listed on
Oh,
here.
that's
They didn't have TV.
definitely a Sperry. Definitely a Sperry.
I was just poking fun.
What? Oh, jeez.
Something was getting hurt.
A lot of times.
Don't shake your head.
Nothing. I said nothing. No, the oldest has an ingrown toenail. He's like sending me a picture, and he's like, "It kind of hurts," and I'm like, "Yep, that's an ingrown toenail." He's in Buffalo.
I don't miss that.
I can't do anything.
Sure you can. Go out and fix it.
I had to have mine
Wait.
cut and burned.
Mmm.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
They numbed it, they cut it off, and they burned it at the root so it doesn't grow back on that side.
You don't want to see the tools they use either.
I do not, actually.
I didn't feel a thing.
I hope not.
After the initial
Burn.
numbing.
That probably hurt terrible.
No, actually, it wasn't that bad.
Really? I figured with them numbing the inflamed that it would be
I think I was
real
like
bad.
12 when they did that.
Send you a message, Tosh.
Let's see. I don't know if I can open it.
There's a David Sperry that went missing in Minnesota.
That's why you can't find him. You
Did he take his boat?
You ever tried to find anything in Minnesota?
Where I know, see, the worst part is like I can say these names in my head, but like when I try and pronounce them, they don't come out. Chautauqua.
Wait.
Chautauqua.
Chiquita what? Slower.
I've seen that one too, and I don't know how to pronounce it.
Chautauqua? Is that New York?
Yeah.
Chautauqua
Yeah.
County.
Okay, that's how it's said.
I believe
Sure. Sure.
Sure.
you do better than me.
That's one that I do not know. So
Oh,
I'm not
So-
going to pretend that I know.
So I don't know how close that was, but there was a Sperry family there.
Yeah, Chautauqua is, or however you say it, that county is out near Jamestown towards Erie.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I found that one. But being that he's from Oneida, I'm thinking this fits. I just can't prove it. But didn't we have homework?
Yeah, it was brick walls.
Yeah, which we're working on right now.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Okay,
it's
does somebody
been
else
an
want
hour already.
I'm working on updating the Google document for my main brick wall so I can send it to somebody. Because it's a lot easier to see documented, like what we do have.
Okay.
Yeah, both of my brick walls, they're events where you don't know one of the parents. They were both illegitimate
Oh,
with,
that's DNA.
yeah. Yeah, with the Molnar side, it's like, I have them pulled up. So my second great grandfather, we know like where his mom went and everything, but his dad took off when he was like 5. Don't know after that. No idea. We were told he went to America because this was in Croatia or Yugoslavia at the time. Told that he went to America, never to be heard of again. So all I know on him is he was born in 1865 because of my second great grandfather's baptism record. His mother is the one that went to Ohio, and then he came over here years later. She came over when he was 12. He stayed with an uncle. He fought in the Austrian-Hungary military during World War I, and then came over here. But as far as his dad's side, we don't know a damn thing.
You know, you don't know his name at all.
Well, we do know. So this is Slavic. So my second great grandfather, he went by Frank, but over there it was Frango. Grandfather, he went by Franjo. His father, from the baptism record, we have that it was Frank, Frenc. And then I had somebody do some research. They found one record that looked like it would match, where this guy was born in 1865. It did not have a father listed. It's all in Slavic language. And it just says that he was illegitimate. His mother's name was Teresa Molnar. So, no idea what the dad's last name even was. So, technically, my last name shouldn't even be Molnar, I guess.
Oops. You could assume that his name was Molnar, right?
Yeah. Well, so the mother, her name was Teresa Molnar, and I have, where did it just go?
I did learn how to read
some of this. Yeah, I have it pulled up right now. So I have Frank's baptism record. It says it's all in different language. So October 14th, 1866, it looks like, is when he was baptized. He's labeled as illegitimate. Mother's name, Teresa Molnar, and then it just has the witness signatures. There's no father listed on it at all.
Illegitimate could just mean that. Sorry, Justin, go ahead.
You said you have a potential first name for him, though, right?
Yeah, which we think this is it because the places line up and like the dates kind of line up. They were originally in Hungary and then went to Yugoslavia and then here, which they were in the part of Yugoslavia that's Croatia now.
So could you check ship rosters?
Yes, I do have my great grandfather's because I knew he came over in 1921, so I have his. Where
did he ship out from?
Let me double check.
German.
It's like on his, it even says that he was coming here to meet his mother. Molove, Molve, Yugoslavia is where he last was. Hold on. I can find more on Family Search about these guys than I can anywhere. But I've had to sit there and go through page by page because none of it's indexed.
That's always fun.
Yeah, there we go. 1921.
But at least they're online.
List.
Yeah, that is true.
What were you saying, Mac, before I interrupted you on accident?
Just the illegitimate just couldn't mean that they weren't married yet.
Right.
Yeah, but her last name was Molnar, so that's where I'm saying I don't think the dad's last name would have been.
Right.
If hers was already that. Well, actually, yeah, because Molnar over there is as common as like Smith over here.
Yeah.
So his passenger thing, and I mean, so this isn't the guy that I'm completely stuck on, but sailing from Lehhavhe, Yugoslavia.
Oh, really?
Bless you.
It's the SS Paris that he was on.
About what year was that?
1921.
And you're looking for his father.
Yeah.
Have you gone on the Ellis Island site?
Yes, and I did find this one.
Did you find the departure?
So that's what I have right here, I think.
Usually there's two manifests. You have the departure and then you have the arrival.
Right.
So that might hold a clue.
Let me
if you've only got one.
And it could be possible he died on the ship.
So this is the arrival list from Ellis Island.
I would try and find the departure manifest.
Right.
Okay.
That's kind of where I was trying to get with it.
If you can read the language that they wrote it in.
Right.
Well, I have it was probably 6-7 years ago now, we found a bunch of letters that he had kept of like photos and stuff. Because my parents actually owned the house that my second great grandfather ran a store in. So there was
he was born in 1952, so.
No, he was not. He got here in 1921, lady. He was born in 1898.
Oh, that's one of the old ones. Got it. Sorry.
Yes, this is on the Molnar side, not the Tamblin side. But we went through that. We found like a bunch of pictures and stuff, and they were pictures that were sent from his grandkids that were in Croatia. So I did end up finding them. I very weirdly sent a message to this woman named Angelica Molnar on Facebook that was living in Tennessee. And I was like, this is going to sound weird, but do you know who the people are in this picture? And she goes, oh my God, that's my sister. Where did you find that? That's my sister. That's my mom. That's my dad. I was like, well. So then she did a DNA test. I got my great-grandfather to do a DNA test.
Ooh.
This girl would have been his half-niece because when Frank came over here, he had a first wife. They had 2 kids. He was working in Cleveland, Ohio, but they lived in Youngstown. So he was gone like most all week and stuff, and his first wife got sick of it and said, I'm going home. She took both kids, went back to Yugoslavia. She told him, she's like, I can't do this by myself, kind of thing. She's like, I'm in foreign country. I don't know anybody. The only person here is your mother, and I can't fucking stand her. So she went back home. That's what the cousin told me. She said to her. So they went back. He ended up getting married to another woman in Pennsylvania, and that's where, like, my great-grandpa comes from. So anyway, they both did the DNA test, and the closest, obviously, like, the only relations they would have in common would be on Frank's side, because it's different mothers in there. And closest relation that we had was like 200 centimorgans between the two of them. There was nobody that was closely related to them. I think that's what it was anyway. I don't know. I was talking to you about it last week, Allie. I forget what the number was.
I forgot the conversation, so we're good. Even.
Let me see. I can pull it up because I have Angelica's DNA on mine.
Then and now.
Yeah. I have Angelica's DNA on here. I have my great grandfather's on here. His brother. I have
because
like
they were all
20
born.
different
No,
DNA things on here.
Tasha, did
Yes.
you ever track down and translate that Molnar up there with Franklin? That was all
I
in
have not yet.
Slovakia, Czechos, whatever.
Checo fucked up. That?
Yeah,
Yes. No.
yeah. I being that that is in whatever language instead of English, that makes me think they're first generation off the boat. So I would find out who that is,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you
most
may be able to
likely.
find descendants through them.
Yeah, so a lot of the Slavics started coming over here like during and right after World War One, which
Mm.
that's when my great great grandfather came over because he was 1921. So,
There's Facebook groups
yeah.
that will translate for free documents.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's what I did. I found one that was for Hungarian and Croatian, and all those letters that I found, I sent them to somebody on there, and she sends me a message. She goes, I apologize for any language that I had to type out in this because they were letters between him and the wife that went back to Croatia.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
I was like, oh, I can imagine. We're all one of a kind.
Yep.
I know somebody else that has a brick wall that wanted to bring something up
Hmm.
with grave care. I'm looking at you.
Oh,
Me?
Allie, before
The whole
I
tree.
Did the whole thing.
Go ahead,
What,
Mac.
Mac?
oh, that wasn't the brick wall that I was bringing up. That was just sprung on me out of the blue, just haphazardly. Just here, have at it. So that wasn't the one that I wanted to talk about. I
All right.
totally forgot about the homework, but anyway.
I'm gonna run.
Okay,
Oh, bye.
You can walk.
fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, we'll
He's
let you
young.
Yeah,
He
I'm
go.
can
too fat
run.
to run.
Uh,
Thank you, Justin.
Talk to you
Too
later,
many,
Justin.
too many rolls and turkey for Thanksgiving. So
yeah, buddy.
all
Still?
right.
Bye.
Thanks,
Good
dude.
night.
See ya.
Yep.
Sorry,
So
Krista.
which
No, you're
ones?
fine.
Which ones? I mean,
David
there's that James that's sitting there all empty.
is empty. It shouldn't be empty.
You can put Cheryl back over there.
Cheryl.
Or Megan. There we go.
Is it empty?
Well, it's just he doesn't like. You've got his one side, his mother Rose, but his father's empty.
Yeah, I don't know that at all.
That'd be a good one. Or is
Hello,
that
That
not
would
the
be
all.
one you
great.
want?
Hello.
Hey,
So
Dave.
with the DNA match to my mom, when I looked at it, I the DNA match that's closest to her is saying it's either her half aunt or first cousin.
For who? Sorry, you got to refresh my memory. Where
Okay,
are we
hold
at?
on. So we've been looking for James Charles, right? And nobody has any inkling of this man whatsoever.
But
So
he's not on the
I've been
tree, right?
looking. Yeah, no, he's not on this one yet.
Okay.
So I'm going based off of that Schaefer DNA match that I got. So I had my mom do the DNA kit to see if it was closer with her. And the hit was Anita, which her last name was Schaefer.
Okay.
And she comes back to my mother as a half aunt or a first cousin.
Okay.
Mm.
So her James Schaefer, her dad was James Robert Schaefer. So basically the same name as mine, except for the middle names are different. both born 1889, but born in different places. So my question is James Robert the father of my grandmother, or is it his father because he is unknown as well? I cannot find him anywhere with Rose.
And Rose is this guy's mother.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
I think
sorry, I'm just thinking out loud
Okay.
how.
I think I have
Go ahead, please.
I was just gonna say I think I have access to Krista's
Yeah.
tree too,
Yes.
so I'm gonna see if I
Yep.
can
I
look
gave it
at
to you too.
it.
So how many centimorgans was
Let me look.
Anita?
Let me bring up my mom. So Anita to my mom is 928.
Damn,
Okay,
that's
I'm
close.
putting that as a suffix so that this
Hmm.
way when you look at it, you know that that's a DNA match.
Yep.
And then I'm also going to upload a picture to her because I that's something that helps me when I'm looking at a tree.
Hmm.
I see that. What?
Nothing. I'm just playing with Jay. Keep going.
Oh, okay. It helps me visualize like, oh, we know that this is a DNA match. Now, did you check to see on on your mom's DNA matches? You click on Anita, right?
Hmm.
And then do you have any shared matches that are close?
Her son comes up, and then I
Okay,
found
we want that.
another branch.
Okay, so her son. So we want to add him, even if we don't know his name.
Nope, I
Does
know
it
it.
say what is his name?
Eddie.
And what is his match? Centimorgan.
358.
Okay.
Girl, you need a dang espresso for this one.
So I'm gonna try. That's not gonna work. I was gonna try and like flip it around so that you could see my screen, but then I can't see anything anybody's doing. Should be fine,
Good.
but no, that's not
It's
gonna work.
like the teacher left the room. Okay. All right.
Sorry, sorry. All right, and we're gonna put the picture there too. Okay, so we have those. And then you said that there's an additional line. Is it is it the same last name or did you connect them yet?
I connected it. So, do you see where Albert is?
Hang on one second. Albert and Bridget.
Yes.
Okay.
So, Albert had a child with Annie, his second wife. And so the other match that we had is from that marriage.
Okay. So we know that Albert's the key. So
Hmm.
there's something in there for the DNA. So what we can do is tell me when it's a good time. Maybe tomorrow or something. I can go live and we can do that Watto. Who that's that DNA painter, the tool. They call it Watto. What are the odds? I had to look and see what the acronym stands for. And what you do, and I'll hold this up so that I can show you. Did I show you guys before last time?
Yeah, I think we saw yours.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll do that. And if you thank you, Jay. if you can go through and add in the suffix of the names of the people that match, so add everybody that matches. You can use the same picture or whatever. Doesn't You can save the picture from the ones that I did, or I can email it to you. Put the picture there, and then we can use visually and put everybody on there, and we can upload it quickly, and then it will give you odds on where about it connects.
Okay.
He doesn't feel good. He doesn't feel good. There you go. So we can do that on a different live and then figure it out. But if that's it, because hang on, I gotta go back because all of a sudden it's not showing. If she's 928 and he's 358, that's gonna give you a 358. So 358 is you're looking at, and you said that was a half aunt.
Yeah,
Or first
Anita
cousin.
comes up as half aunt or first cousin, and Anita's son Eddie comes up as first cousin once removed.
Yeah. Yep. First cousin once removed. That's a 58% chance of it being a first cousin once removed for Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
And for Anita, 928. 928. Yeah. I mean, that makes the most sense. She would have to be a full first cousin. Or the half aunt. So more than likely half aunt. Especially like it's a dates match up. And I would, so if that was a half aunt, what we'd want to do is chart out some of the others and see if there's anything else along this side. So half aunt, then you're looking at half aunt. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to start earlier when my brain's functioning a little bit better.
At the start at like 5 p.m.
No. It's gonna have to be like as soon as she wakes up. If
No,
that
that's not
might
good.
have to be while she's sleeping.
Like 11 o'clock is usually good. 11 to 4.
Prime thinking hours.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
So we'll have to wait on that one. Sorry.
No, it's okay. But I'm like stuck everywhere in that tree. Like his wife Jean, I found her in one census and that's it.
Jean
1950
Helen
was the only
Butler.
one. Yeah. I was hoping to kind of like find her and then go backwards to see if I could find them, James and her on the same I found nothing.
Looks like there was a couple newspapers. There's a directory. No, it's Miami, Florida. Who's the Franks family tree? They're not help.
Unfortunately, Anita had quite the rough upbringing too. James died young and Jean died young, and she was raised in by nuns.
Oh,
Yeah, which might be why
that's
she
a
doesn't
shame,
Person.
really
Amanda.
want to talk to me.
That's what?
Might be part of the reason why she doesn't really want to talk to
Yeah.
us.
1909. I found a potential. Were they in New York City at all?
Yeah. In the 1950 census, she's living with her brother-in-law and then the two girls. when they were little.
Yeah, that's gonna take some definite, like,
I'm sleuthing.
yeah. Sister-in-law, New York, working cashier. Didn't give too
I even
much.
tried looking for the sister and the brother, or the not the brother, the sister and her husband, and I can't find them anywhere else either.
They were close though, because her niece was named after
Yes,
the older niece.
yes, and unfortunately, she's passed away too.
The nieces were born in Florida.
Yes, that's
Interesting.
where I have James Robert dying, was in Florida.
Interesting. Yet they came back to New York.
Gosh
But
darn
wait,
circus.
they're living in Queens.
Yeah,
So I wonder if that's where they were from.
maybe.
Because
Tried.
if they moved to Florida and then they returned, because there
Is
is
it?
just I mean I just hit search and there's 1.1 million returns, but there's a return for Gene Butler that was born in Queens December 24th, 1909.
Mhm.
Holy
Back down, back
smokes.
down.
You sound like we're down.
What? I've
Get your life
fallen and I
alert.
can't get
You
up.
I
know,
lost
Mac,
lost
I
my
feel the same
hearing.
way.
Mac down.
And then he just walked away.
Can we get a sign of life, please?
Sir.
Hello.
All right, Jay. Go make sure he's okay.
I'm on my
Please.
way.
We've
See you
done it
guys
before.
later.
Jay, don't make us deploy
Going
him again.
going on a trip in our little
87
rocket ship.
messages is all I'm going to say.
Chris,
87
I know you
messages I woke up to that day. We're not afraid to come hunt you down.
Sorry, Megan.
Little
Chris, I
ones.
knew you sent me a document. Where did it go?
Little Einsteins. Climb aboard. Get ready to explore.
Madam,
Thomas Edward Dunn Sr.
Yes. Yeah, so for him to be my brick wall, he's on quite a few documents. But he only
Okay.
starts appearing it when he's like 30. And it's
What?
when he gets married. That's the oldest record I could find of him in 1861. And then the last time I see him is on the 1900 census, and then by the 1910 census, his wife is listed as a widow. So I don't know when exactly he was born, where he died, when he died. I don't know who his parents are. I just know that they were born in Maryland.
So, who we're searching for everybody that can't see my screen, is Thomas, Thomas. Last name Dunn, Dunn. Looking at the census for the 1870 that you have connected, it says birth year 1832 in Maryland.
His birth year has been
Or is
1832, 1834, and 1835. Those are his potential birth years.
How the heck is he connected to the other? Oh, that's his wife. Never mind.
I'm getting
Hold
motion
on, I'm trying
sickness.
to.
His wife has about 30 different spellings to her name.
Yeah, that's an odd name.
Nakota. But apparently her.
well, I have Duns in my family.
Oh, you do? Of course you do.
Dun dun dun.
But see,
I have.
Wait,
all of mine have been in Somerset County, and they stop at this one. So.
what was the first name? Oh,
Thomas.
he's back.
Oh, good.
Back
You
again.
threw us
This
on
one-
the ground, Mac.
This one comes from Maine.
Shady's back.
Is it
We were on-
Dunn?
Yes.
All right. You said Maryland.
Max,
Yeah. And
are you
I do
okay?
have him on Family Tree, and I've tried to flesh out his profile there as much as I can. In fact, I think everything I found I put on the Family Search profile.
Oh,
Between that and
I just went
Ancestry.
to the wrong thing.
Does he have pots?
Okay. When did this guy pass away, you said?
Between 1900 and 1910.
Okay.
Well, between the two censuses, so between the two dates of the census. So, like June 2nd, 1900 to April 26th, 1910. A lovely gap of 10 years. I have already checked with the Maryland State Archives website for their death indexes and their death certificates, and they don't have a index record for him, so he doesn't have a certificate.
Okay. Now, was there like a certain place in Maryland that you were finding him the most, or
Somerset County.
okay?
They didn't
Because
move too
there's
far.
like 400 things.
Like they didn't move to either of the surrounding counties. So that's the one good thing. They did stay
Oh,
in one spot. I think I found him on like
Found your ancestry tree.
15. And I appear to be the only one who's ever tried to research him because there was nothing before I started looking into him. So I've tried to make most of the things about him public in case anyone else was like, "Hey."
That's how I feel about my fourth great grandparents.
They've been bugging me because I've been stuck here since 2020 when I started. Like I know it's only been 4 years, but
I have my laptop hooked up to my TV so I can look at everything on the big screen.
that sounds like a
Good
smart
idea.
idea.
That's some
That's what I'm
geriatric
doing.
shit.
For real. Okay, don't judge my messy house, but hold on.
I'll judge now.
So
I'm a
is
judge.
the
I'll judge.
Laptop,
death certificate, is that
TV.
you have it?
Pretty good setup.
That's smart.
And I meant to say keyboard, not laptop. Laptop's up by the TV.
We understood.
It's
Did
been a
we?
day.
Okay.
I feel like
But
I'm not
did
going to find anything more on him because he was
So
born in like the time where they weren't keeping much records, and he died right as they started keeping more records.
What was the wife's name?
Nakota.
Okay,
Yeah,
because I found
I'll send it. I'll
That
send
sounds
it.
native. Yeah, that sounds really native.
Nekoda. Nakota is the main spelling. There's about
said
30 different variations
N-E-K-O.
of it. Sometimes there's an I, there's a C, A. In fact, on the marriage record, her name is E. Cody, like capital E, period, Cody, Cody. I'm like, okay.
Okay. This is weird.
Yeah. And in fact, her family, the Moores, they stop at her parents because I got someone locally did a whole thick book on the different Moore branches in the area, and I got talking with him. He said that he could, in the like 20 plus years he's been doing this, he hasn't found anything beyond her parents.
say
So
that one more time.
so her parents, like her, that's where that Moore line stops. they don't know anything about like her grandparents. It all stops with them. So that side of my tree is very short.
It's a stub.
It's a stump.
Yeah, it just stops at like my third and fourth grade grandparents.
Didn't mean
Which
to
is
say that
upsetting
out
because
loud. I'm so sorry, Chris.
it's my paternal line, so it's the one I'm most interested in. And of course, it would be a nice
So
blunt
maybe we
villain.
should all
What's
just take down
Maryland's
like
abbreviation?
MD.
MD.
MD. Thank you.
Why
Sorry.
do I
Go
know
ahead.
Oh
that?
yeah, for Maryland it's MD.
I'm
Sorry,
just
I'm used to.
I'm just wondering if maybe we should all kind of just write down the information and work on it so that other people can get through. I didn't realize it was 9:30 already.
Yeah. I was just trying to do a
9:25.
quick.
Well, I sent Allie
Wait.
the family search for Thomas, so
Yeah.
Okay.
that is starting.
Can I share it with Tasha?
All right, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever I do find like the agriculture censuses, I usually take like screenshots on my screen and crop them all together and make it a big picture so I can see it better. And I've been like uploading different documents to his memories on Family Search.
Yeah, and I was about to ask about one because I was looking at it. I'm like, why is this connected? And I figured, oh, it's a son. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's 8 death certificates that I've been able to find him on as the parent.
Yeah, it was one of those. And I was like, wait, you found his death certificate. And I'm like, wait, no, this
No,
is his kid's
it's
death
no,
certificate.
and yeah, he has a son that's a junior, Thomas Edward Dunn Jr.,
Yeah.
which is how I found out what his middle name was.
Hello, Midnight. From Australia, Young New South Wales. Oh, cool. Most of us are in the eastern side of the U.S. Some in the middle-ish. I don't know. Does
I'm in the
Michigan count as
Midwest.
middle? Okay.
No, we're in the Midwest.
Oh, stop it.
We
We're
are.
one state away from New York. Oh, my
I am
goodness.
as
2.
mid-east as you can get.
And Canada.
3.
Further away from New York, the better. I'm
Yep.
just kidding. I
I
love
was
you,
going
New
to say,
York.
you don't want to pick on New York. There's a lot of us.
I don't. I want no beef with New York. I want
Bring
no
it
beef.
on.
I mean,
Bring it
are you the
on.
CEO? Just asking.
I was gonna say,
That's crazy.
I'll take y'all
thoughts
on.
and
Let's go.
deductibles. That's all I have to say. Thoughts and
I was
deductibles.
in a gas station today, and one of the the Wall Street Journal newspaper has on the front page just a screenshot of the right before it happened. I was like, oh, that's brave.
That's cute.
I would have picked it up if it weren't like $7. Oh,
Hey,
I know,
got a
right?
profit, man.
it's a lot for a newspaper.
How
That
did
means he
that
was
guy
in
have?
trouble.
How did he have zero security? Billionaire, zero security.
Isn't it
Because
like
he's
the
a CEO.
largest
He's
company in the US
just a
now?
real. He's not really a bigwig. He's not somebody who has national secrets. We don't need to protect him.
I
No,
was just saying,
we
he's
don't
just
have
a
to
lot of
protect
money.
him. We don't have
I'm
to
glad I
protect
don't
him.
work in
He
health
can pay
insurance.
for it.
Well, apparently
Not
he felt just fine strolling his way down the street.
He should
I
have.
hope his health insurance covers death by murder.
Oh, that's crazy.
His lead poisoning was a pre-existing condition.
The lead poison.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I'm surprised because I work for Blue Cross Blue Shield and there is so much security to get into our building, period. Like, I'm glad I don't even work in the building anymore. I'm safer working at home because I deny people stuff all day, every day.
I'm
Oh,
shocked to
good.
see
I can
this on
send
for
my
something like
stuff
that
to
to happen.
you.
Yeah,
Will
I
you
mean,
get
I
my
can
med
answer all
stuff?
your questions.
Nope, I don't got Blue Cross
There you
Blue
go.
Shield.
You got somebody that can answer the insurance
I
questions
had
with
a clinical
this stuff and
pharmacist that
then
was
medical.
like, I don't understand why your shit constantly getting denied and it's not going through. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. I'm the problem.
It's me.
Matt,
Oh,
what was the other one? What was the one, or you didn't do the homework?
Oh, he's got one.
We all
This
have.
is where you talk.
You can only have one.
Mac.
Well, in his
Are you talking to
defense,
me?
Technically
I
have
asked
two.
him. Yes.
Yeah, we're talking to you. We're looking at you.
I'm
No,
looking
we
at
said
We'll
Mac.
vote
everybody.
you.
As far as
A
we
while
know, we only
ago,
have two.
I just want to let you know this. A while ago, you dropped us on the floor, then left for an hour and a half.
And then you abandoned us.
They were about ready to send me over there to make sure you're alive.
We were going to
And then
release
you
the
haven't said a
hounds
word. We
again.
thought you were mute. We thought you were mute. I don't know.
Could have gone into
And
diabetic
then-
shock. We didn't know.
And then Megan said she didn't want to wake up to 87 messages again.
Yeah, I said 87 messages was a little too much.
A little.
No, we
Just a
were
little.
no, but it was warranted though.
After the
Concern.
first 86, I mean,
87, that crosses the line. I agree with you vehemently.
Okay, so what was the question?
Did you
have
have
your
another
brick
brick wall?
One at a time.
We all just said the same thing.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
Brick wall.
Homework.
Who is it? Which one?
Doesn't anybody else have one? I took up like 50 minutes.
Well, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to skip over something you brought up when I was the
Oh.
one that asked you about the Sperry one.
I'm still looking for Charles Johnson. That's my brick wall. That will always be my brick wall. That will always be my number one goal in my tree. It was the whole reason everything got started, and I can't go anywhere.
I have to.
Okay.
I have some of those files. I was working on them at lunch, so I got to send those files to my regular computer.
Remind me where he was when he died. Please.
Susquehanna Depot. I thought you wrote this down, Junior.
Susquehanna.
Junior?
That's fun.
Who the hell you think you are?
I don't know.
Junior.
You're 30. You're junior. Yes, Susquehanna Depot.
They're younger than me.
30, that's almost ma'am.
Wait a minute, Krista, how old are you?
Older than you.
That's all
Okay.
that matters. That's all that
Great answer,
matters.
Krista.
That's all right. I still
Great
got
answer.
this one younger and that one younger. So
I'm so much younger than you.
just a couple months, but still you're younger.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
As you both went, nee.
I think me and B are the
I'm older
youngest.
than you.
yeah. So Gone Graving, you are 100% the baby of the group,
Oh,
and
yes.
I need to remind
You
myself
are my
sometimes that
daughter's
you're as
age.
young as you are.
You're my daughter's age. Gone
Yeah, I know.
graving.
B.
And that's startling.
Hey
He's
Brian.
my daughter's age.
Brian, you told me I had to watch my mouth around Mushu because of the age. I
Yeah,
didn't
now we
realize
know.
that Parker is the same age.
I did not know either.
He's a zygote.
No,
Tasha,
no more.
you got
No.
a
I was the
pen?
one that got him in trouble because I'm like, I'm sorry, you're how old?
Hold on. 1 second. Let me just pull the notepad thing up on here.
Not the notepad.
Google Docs.
Hey, I just
Not
was
on the
in line.
notepad, she doesn't know.
Okay, hold on.
She has to look at the fan to remember.
How do you spell Susquehanna? Because I can't even right now.
SUSQUAHANNA.
Susquehanna.
Winding River.
Worcestershire.
And it's Susquehanna Depot, or simply Susquehanna, but it's also Susquehanna County.
Can you say Susquehanna one more time, please?
Susquehanna.
Yes.
The Susquehanna River runs through it.
Squasca.
Like a river runs through it? Like the movie?
Susquehanna.
Susquehanna.
How far is that from the place in PA that I said my great grandpa was in?
I don't remember which place you said.
It was basically, I don't remember the name of it. It was right on the Ohio border.
Oh, geez, that's opposite
Point
ends
Marion?
of the state.
Okay.
That's closer to
We
Sharon.
don't even talk we don't even talk to that side of the state.
If you know where Broome County is, Susquehanna County is right below it.
Okay. So when did Charles pass?
March 29th, 1910.
Hold
Well
on,
done,
Jasper.
buddy.
All right.
Like
One
He's
second. I
been
gotta
paying
read.
attention.
Somebody's got to.
Or he's actually looking it up in the background.
Also, yes.
I have been looking it up.
You never know.
It's a name of the river in my backyard.
Jasper, hold on.
It's in your
He
backyard,
also,
The Susquehanna is, yeah.
Jay.
he also
Climax
married
was a mess
Eleonora.
today.
They usually are.
Complete. No, today was a complete and utter disaster.
If
Total
you do it
washout.
It
right,
was not a good time.
if you do it right.
Well, they weren't doing it right. They were jackknifing.
I need a mute
Oh, I'm
button.
sure they were.
I need a mute button, like right here, a mute button, just a rocker switch. So when those thoughts go from
You
the
can
mouth,
click,
I
say
click.
it, and then unclick.
That's fair. I'll
That's
shut
what
up.
they were telling me earlier.
I'll do my
That's
best
what
behavior.
they were telling me. Justin said Allie has to be able to watch my face so that she knows when the evil, intrusive thoughts are about to come out. But I don't even know that they're about.
So how can I do that?
I don't even know when they're about to come out. It just
Well,
They
happens.
just come out.
It's
Yeah.
high time. You're due.
Oh, that was at 8:26.
Yeah, I know,
25.
but it can't be just one.
It can't be hourly.
We should be honored that it's not every 30 minutes.
It's coming.
Right?
You're holding
No.
it back.
No, Gone Graving's in here. She's being paid.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, but he's 18 if he's in here, right?
he is not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he is.
He's 18.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah, B, he is.
Okay.
Okay.
Cresta.
So's Minion.
Right.
Totally. We don't know nothing.
No.
Nope.
I'm blind in my left eye. And matter of fact, I'm 30% blind in my right eye. I didn't see anything.
I definitely
You know what I'm
condone
talking about.
violence,
Yeah.
but I have to say some of these videos are really funny.
Oh
have a
no,
very
I don't
dark
condone
sense of humor.
violence.
Yeah.
I do
But-
condone chickens coming home to roost. That's all
Yeah.
I have to say. Is
Yeah.
things it goes around and it comes back around.
That's why
Maybe-
we're
maybe-
all gonna have like lotto numbers come up for us, and just wonderful things happen because we all have some positive karma coming to us for all the stuff that we do
Mainly 'cause we're
Yeah.
not
to counteract
billionaires,
anything
too.
else.
I hope so.
Sure.
I'm not gonna hold my
Let's say
breath.
that.
We'll go with that. Oh.
Well, I mean, again, that has a time and place.
I
WB,
believe
wake up.
karate is self-defense. Karate.
Ashley,
Wait,
wake
I
up.
turn my camera off because I can't sit
Yes.
still.
I promise. I'm just scared.
He also married
Haven?
Eleonora.
I just took her tongue.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, we
Look at Megs with a
never mind.
pen and everything. She's like, I'm gonna write shit down.
Oh no, I'm coloring.
Oh.
I have a lot of pens.
ADHD, full force.
Yup.
I got lots
Yep,
of
that
pens.
was a fail.
I like that coloring book.
I've had this one for probably 5 years.
I
Because
have
I
one
start a
that's
picture and I don't finish them. So a lot of these I started maybe like 3 years ago. And then I forgot I had this coloring book. And then I found it again and I'm like, oh, let's color.
Oh, jeez. Hey,
So-
Mac. So, are you looking for like information on his parents, or what exactly is it that you're still looking for?
What brick walls do you?
What
My
brick wall?
my I've got 3 different dates of birth. They even screwed up on his death certificate. They wrote July 29th and then wrote over it August 29th. But he was like 56 and 7 months. So if you do 7 months and he died in March 29th, that brings you back to August. So it's August, not July. Anyway, I need to know what his actual birth date was, 1853, 1858, or 1862. And I can find only his father's name was given to us by an informant, and his name was John. I know nothing else about the Johnson family. I want to know his parents.
Okay.
I know nothing other than John Johnson, and that's not even certain.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of those.
who did I don't remember. Do we know who the informant was? Was it a family member or a rando? The
The informant
informant.
was Z. Z is in zebra. N. Johnson. Z. N. Johnson.
So a relative of some sort.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But if
So
you
I mean
zoom in
that
on the name,
makes it better.
yeah, but I
Supposedly.
can't. Ugh. But I can't find a Z.N. Johnson. I found it. I found the record for a Z.N. Johnson, a census record from a different county once, and I haven't been able to find it again.
Are you
But I
sure
don't.
it's a Z?
Pardon?
Are you sure it's a Z? Because I'm looking for my Thomas Dunn, found on the last census that he was on. He lived with a Bell Gerby, but on the census it looked like a Y instead of a Z. So
It's a Z.
I was looking for the wrong woman for like 2 years. I finally found her at the beginning of this year. All because someone wrote the wrong letter for her last name.
Well, if you find Charles Johnson's death certificate and look down below,
It is a noticeable
somebody,
Z.
yeah, somebody even told me it could be a W, and I'm like, no, crap, I can't say it. I forgot what platform I'm on. Yeah, I can't say that. I'll get banned.
When's that ever stopped you before?
Because we have a child in here.
I don't give a damn about the kids. He says it too.
Yeah. He's just as bad. Don't let him fool you.
He's an angel.
It's just a
He's never been in my
platform.
life.
What's the middle initial for Charles? Do we know?
S.
S.
Now it was L, and that was another thing that I transcribed. They wrote it down as Charles L. Johnson, but if you look on his death certificate, the L looks just like the S in Susquehanna. It's a perfect match, and then you find an L elsewhere on that birth certificate, and it's totally or death certificate, and it's totally different. So it's Charles S. Johnson, and I believe his middle name is Sylvanus.
I bet it is.
There's
I'm
someone with that name buried in a family cemetery of mine. They're not related, but
I'm looking at the death certificate right now. I just pulled your tree up.
I don't know how you did
tree.
that.
That sounds.
How I pulled your tree up? Magic.
I have it right here as well.
See, I'm poor. I can't look at anybody else's tree.
Okay, so you have it up.
Yeah, and the way that informant writes their letters is very strange.
You
like
think?
it like writing like this, like he was shaking the whole time.
Could be Parkinson's.
I was
Now,
gonna say.
the ZN is different. If you zoom in on that, you can see where they actually picked up their pen and started the N. But the
They're
Johnson,
connected.
yeah, but no, they're not connected. Look at it again.
Not-
Zoom in.
This-
You can
they're
see
not
where
connected.
where they picked up the
You can
pen
see the
and started.
pinpoint.
Yeah, you can see the pinpoint, but they're still touching.
Right.
Is what I'm
But
saying.
the Johnson is a different handwriting. It's I don't know. Maybe they wrote Johnson and somebody else filled it in ZN. I don't know. The whole thing is a mystery to me.
Well, whoever
we
it was
think
lived in Susquehanna.
We think his father was John.
That's what's recorded.
Father's name is John. Yeah, that's all we have.
Okay.
But there was a John Johnson who was a colonel or lieutenant colonel or something like that. In it was a big fanfare. The dude, he may be related because he was late for his own funeral.
Have you tried contacting the hospital? Seeing if you can possibly pull medical records? 'Cause they might
Barnes
have.
Hospital. I've thought about that, but I don't get down there much, B.
You can just call them. You don't have to go down there.
That's not a phone call I want to make. That's a in person, you know.
And that's just another option that you have.
Yeah, I've
So-
thought about it.
Did you look at the way that the M's are written on March?
Yeah, many
It looks-
times.
Oh, that looks like the same.
It's very similar to the LN.
LN.
It's a Z.
What do you
Or
mean?
Z, I meant.
Oh. So you're saying it could be ZM?
It could be just an M.
Yeah. So, hold on. I don't know if I can show this or not. Second.
No, I'm seeing what you're seeing there, Tosh.
Hold on.
That's like paper.
I don't get it.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
That right there,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's the M on March.
Okay.
Now, if I.
And it's the exact same on the march underneath it too. So that.
It's not the exact. That's look.
No,
Ah.
I'm just saying they're very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. That looks like a Z. ZN.
Okay, now get closer.
Ah.
Yeah, that's two different people's handwritings, though.
That's the one I'm looking at.
Yes, but they could have been. To be honest, the Johnson doesn't look all of that great. So maybe they were trying to mimic how that person was writing their M,
No.
and that's how they could do it. I'm not saying that's it. I'm just saying maybe.
It is a possibility.
Because I
Because
make my
I'm-
M's in my first name with a little nugget like that at the top.
Because
Yeah, because I mean, there's
can't be
lots of
just an
M's in
N.
here. They're all different.
Yeah.
There's that M.
Yeah, and they can't just be. It can't just be an N either because there's something that.
That M looks like a W.
That
Yes,
does look like a W.
Like
bottom
that
one
don't
does.
look like an M, but it
Now-
is.
Show
that
us-
bottom one looks a lot. like a
Show us his birth date, birthday, or birth month. See what they did there?
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah,
write
what-
that down.
No. Go left, right there. You can see the
It-
JULY.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they put OG over it.
They put
They-
they put the U in August over the U and the Y.
Like
Yeah.
nobody can agree on this. His headstone says 1862. Now, if
Or
you
does
go,
it say September?
it says August 29th, 1853 on
Yeah.
his death certificate. It says
Okay.
56 years, 7 months, and no. I'm not saying any. I'm just saying this, Megan.
Okay.
And 7 months and
blank.
There you go.
Blank
0
days.
months. Okay, so March 29th to August 29th, that's 7 months. Okay, so if he's 56 years, 7 months, then that's the birth date. However, on his daughter's birth certificate in 1908, February 15th, 1908, he was 50 years old. You track back 50 years from 1908, that's 1958. On his headstone, it says 1862. Sorry, 18.
And then
So that's
here it says 1853.
right. So that's 3 different years for the same person. So, I mean, the discrepancies are abound with this man.
I don't know, just the way that the letters are in there, it makes me wonder if it is something else and the person genuinely couldn't write.
What do you mean? What do you
Like,
mean?
if you look at the way that they wrote the last name Johnson, you can tell that he was shaky or something, and I don't know, I question whether that's actually ZN.
Oh, somebody
That's
else told
just-
me it. Go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
Somebody else told me, a local down there told me it might be a W. And I'm like,
That doesn't
really?
That,
Like,
that one doesn't look
if you get,
I could see it.
if you, the first part of the what he said would be the W is written like a U. The second part is looks like it's a V. So, I mean, who writes a W like that? Squared off at the bottom like a
Can you
U
show
would
it one more
be?
time?
What?
Can I see it one more time?
Hold on. Ow. Fuck. that
Get
hurt.
up, old lady.
So it's-
Get your walker.
I've been having some issues, okay?
Yeah, that's obviously a W. Like, why wouldn't it be? And if you zoom in, Tasha, right there at the bottom of the Z and the where the N starts, if you can
You
zoom
can
in,
see, yeah, you can
like
see
when
it's a different
when
number.
it's on a laptop, you can see the pinpoint where they lifted their pen to start the N. Like I've been over it with a magnifying glass. I don't know how many times I've seen this document. Probably a couple of hundred.
He got so was. There's got to be some. If it happened at that depot, is there nothing in the? There's no news article about somebody getting hurt at the depot?
No, he didn't get hurt at the depot. No, that was the name of the town.
Oh, Susquehanna Depot.
Yeah, what we know of as Susquehanna now used to be called. It's still Susquehanna Depot, but everybody drops the depot part because there's no train coming through there anymore.
Yeah, there's. It just goes by, but.
Am I good now to sit back down,
Yes,
or am I
sorry.
still okay? I'm like, am I good now?
No, you have to stand there internally.
Sounds about right. Hold on.
He got hurt. He was a stone cutter, so he worked in a quarry, and he had a stroke.
Not nice.
And the his death announcement did go in the paper, although they spelled everything incorrectly.
In Susquehanna? Can't believe that.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, guys. This is just frustrating to me.
No, we understand.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's brick wall.
I've been at it 20 years, though.
And I feel like I'm going to be like that with mine.
You never know. I had a brick wall for 15, and I'm like, nope, never gonna figure it out. And then one day a document popped up, and it's like, oh, that's my great grandmother's parents.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is there's so many things that are like becoming available now digitally.
You know how many people I've had working on this? It's just nobody can find out anything.
Let's see.
I've even got DNA relatives matched back to him, and I still can't figure it out. Now, if he was born in 1853 and his wife that he married in 1901 was born in 1873, that's 20 years. He's 20 years older than her.
That's normal.
Now, I think he was married beforehand.
Could be.
This is
I mean,
sounding all too familiar.
I mean,
There
he,
is a
got a
John.
56.
When was
Is
this?
that one? That's many papers.
Gone graving. I have Civil War ancestors everywhere. I mean, you go back 4 generations and you have hundreds of people that you're related to.
I'm not far from Adrian. I'm maybe an hour or so west. It would depend on the last name,
Now he's
but
asking
my
you if
family,
you have Civil War ancestors near there.
that's what I'm saying, none that I know of, but maybe my family does come over from we moved over to the Battle Creek area and then over to Kalamazoo from the Jackson area. So we progressively moved westward from, and Adrian's right over by Jackson ish.
So, just to put in perspective, just because I wanted to know how big the town is, because I don't know. So, the town of, and you said it was Susquehanna Depot,
Hannah,
correct?
yes,
Susquehanna Depot.
yes.
So, the historical population in 1860 and 70, you and into the 80s, 90s, and it was only 2 to 3, almost hit 4,000 once. So there wasn't a very large population.
When you said 2 to 3, I thought you meant people because that sounds about right.
That's what's there now.
No.
Yeah,
But Susquehanna Depot was a huge depot town at that time
at
when
the
they
time.
had the
Yeah,
4,000 people. It was a, I don't know.
thriving.
And
Yeah.
there's yet another monkey wrench to throw into the works. Depending on what you read, he was either born in Pennsylvania or Ottawa, Illinois.
Okay.
Seems like a long way to travel back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, Ottawa's on like the western edge of Illinois, I believe, by Iowa.
Oh,
It
They have a Cabela's there, I think. I drove through recently.
What year was it that we were thinking? What's one of the years that we were thinking for Charles? Was it like 1853 or something?
yeah, that's what his
1853 is on a death record.
yeah.
Okay.
1863 is on something though.
62 is on his headstone. My grandfather was born in 1904. They lost a couple of kids, and then they had a daughter that was born in 1908. Her mother died 6 days later. Um, Due to childbirth, and they gave the daughter up for adoption. Now, I was able to find her grandkids, who are my second cousins. They're down in Miami, Florida. I was able to meet them a couple of times and hang out with them. But
That's nice.
we can't find past Charles.
Okay.
There was and again, I'm just shooting off things I'm finding. There was a Charles R. Johnson living in the depot in 1880 with a wife, Belle B. Johnson,
Yeah.
and he was a machinist on the railroad.
Actually, there were three of them in Susquehanna Depot at the same time. One of them had
Where,
a store of some sort. I can't remember what it was. A shop.
and there was a John J. Johnson in the 1880 census,
Yeah.
birthplace Ireland, born about 1840. That was occupation shops,
Yeah.
and he had a son named John. Wondering.
It's not that far away. We should just take a ride down there and talk to,
And talk to who?
I don't know, people.
I've already talked to people down there.
Old timers.
I've already talked to old timers down there. That's who gave me the W for ZN. I don't know. I'm at a loss as to what to do. And the more and more I think about it, the more mad I get. Oh, forget about it.
See, I hit a brick wall and I just walk away. I'm like, I'm done with that brick wall. Bye bye.
You
I
just
have
hit your
two of
head
them.
off of it, right?
Okay.
Oh boy.
This has been eating at me for 20 years. There's no walking away.
We're going down with that ship.
If only his death record would have said a mother's name too.
Yep.
So it can't be that John and Mary because in 1870 he was there and they had the one son who was 8. So it would have had, but I wonder if he was named John J. and he had a son named John. He could have been an older brother.
But without documents proving that.
I know. I'm just saying.
I know.
Let me search this Barbay Johnson because that's not a
Oh,
very
God.
common name.
Oh, God. Not that one.
Well, it's not a very common name, so
Yeah, I
with
know.
find something.
I have a cousin who is DNA related to me, and he's traced his line back to a Walter Sylvanus Johnson, whose mother was Emma Banks and whose father was Charles Johnson. But then the middle name is totally different and the dates don't line up. But I'm DNA related to him, so it doesn't make any
Oh,
damn sense.
oh, hold please.
She thought of something.
No, I found something. The deeds. So this came up in deeds, indenture. Where the hell's the date? This indenture made the 15th day of April in the year of our Lord 1876. So 1876. Uh, between the first part, so between Franklin B. Flagon, maybe, and Amelia L., his wife, of the borough of Susquehanna, Depot, County of Susquehanna, Depot, and the state of Pennsylvania of the first part, and J. Johnson of the same place of the second part. That's not the interesting part. Now I gotta find it. Is it on the next page? Because it said, oh, never mind. It was the OCR when it was going through and pulling letters. Instead of Susquehanna, they put Zachariah. So I thought that there was a Z Johnson in there. I was like, ah! Sorry. My bad. I got to take that out. Take the stone out. I was trying to see if there was any correlation with, you said stonemason. So I was like, ooh, stonemason.
No, that's just the whole area. That's all it is bluestone.
Still, to this day, it's still. Yeah.
There is another deed that was earlier for a John Johnson.
There was like I said, there was a colonel or a general or something. I think it was a colonel who
Colonel.
had to come from somewhere. He was dead. He was on the train. They set up his funeral for Friday afternoon or whatever. Something stopped the train, so the man was late for his own funeral. But that
Oh
was
no.
Colonel John Johnson. So they had the parade out and everything, and it was in the paper and took pictures and everything. And then they found out that he wasn't coming. So they postponed it to the next day when he would arrive. Hopefully, anyway.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So that could have been him. I don't know. And without like records or DNA proof of something, I'll never find this out.
Right.
We just had an earthquake. Not really. It was snow falling off the roof again, but my dog just jumped up. Well, I mean,
Oh, to have.
earthquakes have been.
What was that?
It was snow, buddy.
It was an earthquake, Jasper.
Yeah. Well, no. So we did. The last couple years, we've had a couple of really strong earthquakes here. The epicenter was a half a mile down the road, and one of them, yeah, Allie felt it out at her house. The epicenter was less than a half a mile from my house. Jasper and I were sitting on the couch working on his homework, and it sounded like a bus hit the front of my house, and then everything went frickin' shaking. I had grabbed Jasper and started running to the back door because I thought a bus hit my house. Did not realize it was an earthquake until after it happened.
Excuse me.
If a bus hits your house, you're not going to outrun it.
Well, listen, mom instincts kicked in, and that's what I thought I was going to do. I picked all 100 pounds of him up. I was like, get out of here.
Threw him over your hip and ran.
Basically.
It feels like when the snow's coming off that roof. Let me tell you.
We don't
There's
get
no
that
joke.
much snow here, so.
My snow is literally so the bottom of my window. If I stand next to my house, the snow that has come between what's on the ground and what's come off the roof is to the top of my head.
That's crazy.
It's partially up the window.
I think that's what just fell off.
Oh, where it's the icicles? Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
Gone Graven, how close are you to Rochester?
Rochester.
He's not too far from it.
Okay, that's where Walter Sylvanus Johnson was living with his wife. And he may or may not be the son of Charles Johnson. But like I said, the names don't match and dates don't match as well.
Yeah, you have 2 Walter S. Johnsons on here.
How are you on my tree?
Because it's public.
Just how are you on my tree?
And she knows
Because
your
you
name.
shared it to me.
I can also see it. I can see a boggs tree as well.
I'm fairly
My
certain
old
you have
neighbor was a
access to
bog.
my tree too, Dave.
It's the internet.
Yeah, that's part of why I
And
made
then you
mine
have
public. I figure it's gonna be
and
public.
then you have 4 more that's private.
Yeah, any trees that you have public, anybody can see, darling.
Yeah, I know that, but I rescinded all permissions from my tree.
Well,
To
you
one of
left
them
it
you did.
public.
Rescinded.
Tosh,
What?
what did you say?
I said, well, you left it public so everybody can find it.
You technically have 2.
I know that.
Because you have asterisk Sperry, and then you have your name family tree. And your name is private.
Let's see.
Why would that be private?
Yeah, it looks like the only ones that you have as public are the Sperry and the Boggs trees. All the
Yep.
rest of them are private. Can't click on any of the other ones.
What's the
We see your
thickest
face
binder
with
you
your
guys
doggy.
have?
What's the what?
What?
What's the thickest binder you guys can use?
I buy
I have
3-inch binders in bulk.
I have a 4-inch binder completely full.
I need a 4-inch one because this 3-inch one is at its seams, and I don't know how to separate it into a smaller one. So
I just usually use multiples. So like this one's my favorite because it has a clicker thing and it opens really easy. So when I can't shut it anymore, when it's like here, I'll move like
that's what
half a
mine's
stack.
getting.
Yeah, I'll move half a stack into a new one and say part 1.
I think I'll have to do that with my done binder. I knew next to nothing about them, but now it's getting to the point where I need to get another binder.
You can get a 4-pack on Amazon. I have them delivered every 6 months.
Well, you do a lot of research, so that's not too surprising.
Yeah. Just because I have them on subscribe. It's fine.
Is he about to make this not public anymore so we can't look at it?
Probably.
We lost another one.
So screenshot what you can.
Okay.
Oh, good night,
Jay.
Night,
Night.
Jay.
Oh, 99.
Night, Jay.
Are you trying to make this so we can't look at it anymore? Okay. I was gonna say, we're trying to help, mister.
Why on earth would I do that?
Well, you rescinded
would.
our permissions, apparently.
I hope you pee when you cough.
Screw off. You know, that's a very sensitive subject right now.
Rude.
Yeesh.
It is not
For
That's
the
the
fun.
last
Hope
time
both
that I
of your pillows
confide
are
in
warm
you.
on both sides.
Yes.
You
hope
might
they're
you might enjoy
warm.
that.
And that your feet overheat while you're sleeping.
My feet can't overheat.
That's what you think.
I'm so
Well, I hope
tall.
they do.
I'm like a foot and a half off the foot of the bed.
Well, you know what? I hope your coffee tomorrow morning tastes like bowl pea.
Yeah.
That's gross.
How would you know what bowl pea tastes like?
I
No
grew up on a
sugar for your
farm. Every
coffee.
farm kid knows what bowl pea tastes like at one point or another when it splashes up and the tail flings it at you.
I grew up on a farm. I don't know what bowl pea tastes like.
Then you never been close enough to a cow or a
Girl,
boy.
Go ahead,
you're
horses.
drinking from the wrong cup.
No, their tails fling it up at you.
That's true. They windmill.
Yeah, they
Ew.
do.
I'm very glad I'm that far
You're
removed from
doing
the
the
farm with my ancestors.
Hey,
doing the
Krista.
wrong stuff on
Yeah,
the
Flip.
farm.
Now that it's after 10 o'clock, I asked the girls this the other night. If you were to ever grow a penis,
Mhm.
what would be the first thing that you do with it?
Wait. Don't.
I don't
wait.
think I answered this question either.
What do I do with it?
Wait. When you ask
So
somebody
many
something like
things.
that, you gotta make them
Obviously,
think
the
first.
helicopter.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I'm like, a windmill?
Yes,
But
yes,
then again,
windmill.
I'd almost want to kick
Exactly.
myself in the
Okay.
balls just to see what it feels like.
Not fun.
And how it's not as
You know
bad
what I
as
mean?
childbirth.
Exactly. I've given birth, so I would like to see what the hubbub is about, so to speak.
Okay, at least it's not just me saying windmills.
No,
Windmill.
it's an extremity. Why would we not?
I think guys do that too, just when they realize they can do it.
I've never witnessed it happen.
I'm
However,
grateful.
Yeah.
I just had to ask.
Yes,
Do you
Gone
guys want to look
Dragon,
at one of
yes.
mine?
One of your what, Brian?
You know.
We were just talking about
No.
we don't know. Please
No, one of my brick walls.
expand and explain.
one of your what?
Brick walls.
What is it?
So it's technically two. It's for my fourth great grandparents. So I have my third great grandparents as William Henry Danke and Wilhelmina Knapfel. They are German. And I have William's parents as Christian and Sophia, and Wilhelmina as Andreas and Marie, sorry.
How did
And
you
that's
spell
all I got.
William's last name?
DAHNCKE.
DAHN.
CKE.
Okay.
I need to update that very much.
Here I am without a computer to do anything.
Born
Sucks.
1844, died 1895, and Wilhelmina died born 1842, died 1926.
All right. Where
I don't
was
have
you
a computer
born?
either, Matt.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yep.
My laptop's on its last leg.
I have an iPad, but it doesn't work the same as a desktop. So I do
No.
most of my desktop research at work.
My
My
poor
freaking
HP is going on like 8 years old.
I am going to
I
have
just-
to end this soon, though. I do have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay.
Boo.
Just saying.
Have to.
Me too.
Y'all
I
can switch
gotta-
over to somebody.
I gotta plug my phone in. It's at 6%. Hold on.
Yeah, mine's been hovering at like 50 on the charger.
We tried that before. The lives never go well without Mom.
Ow.
Because I don't keep you on track.
There is no.
That's an interesting place. Hop Bottom, Pennsylvania.
Hot Bottom, yeah.
Hot bottom?
Hop Bottom.
Oh.
No, not
I like
Hot
that.
Bottom, Tasha.
Did you know that there's a town called Schmoken right next to Pottsville? In
Sounds about right.
Pennsylvania?
Okay.
There's a
Just
sign on
Is
81
it a
for
hippie commune?
Schmoken Pottsville.
Yeah, but you're
I
not
don't know.
saying it right. It's not smoking.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
It's probably
It's
small.
not. You got to look at it again. It's
Word.
It's shamokin.
Shamokin. Which is the thing.
Smoking. That's how I'm gonna say it.
That's how they say it.
Shamokin.
Sounds like Shamo. CHAUMONT.
Yeah.
I keep thinking
Yeah,
now
I'm
of Laverne and Shirley, of Shamil, Shemazel.
House and Pepper Incorporated. We're
Incorporated.
gonna
Yep.
do it.
Give us
Give us
any
any
chance, we'll
chance, we'll
take
take
it.
it. Give us
Give
any
us
yeah.
any
rule, we'll
rule, we'll
break
break
it.
it. Oh yeah, I
We're
love Laverne
gonna
and Shirley.
make our dreams come true.
That predates me
Doing
quite a
it our
bit.
way. Nothing's
Boy, the
gonna
way
hold us
Glenn
back
Miller
now.
played.
Wait, Chris,
Oh,
how old are you?
I love you, Mac. Thank you.
Me?
Yeah.
About the same age as B. I
I
think we were
could,
born in the
I
same
could,
year.
I could do
Oh,
the
yay.
dance,
Okay.
Megan.
Oh, I can do the opening bit. My cousin and I used to do it down our road.
Schmidt, Schmidt. House and Pepper Incorporated. You should hear
I
my
had a
Archie
built-in best
Bunker
friend.
impression.
Oh God.
You had a what?
Did you ever
27.
watch? Oh God, what was the name of that show? Oh, I'm drawing a blank now. No, it was a British show. And it had the buckets, but she pronounced it with bucket.
The bouquet. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're
Keeping Up
talking.
Appearances.
Yes, keeping up appearances. Yes,
Oh,
I
I
love
used to
that
watch that
show.
with my mom all the time when I was younger.
It was always on
The Tay
PBS.
residence, the lady of the house speaking. I love it. I haven't thought about that show in a long time.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played. Anybody?
Yep. Those were the days.
What is up with Pennsylvania having all these towns that start with SUSQ?
Pennsylvania has a lot of weird names.
Yeah, I'm
It's
really
like
annoyed
there's.
with Pennsylvania.
It's the whole county, Susquehanna.
I blame it on the Quakers and the Dutch.
Blame it on the Quaker.
This says Susquehannock State Forest, Potter County, Pennsylvania. And then there's Susquehannock State Forest, Hector Township, Potter, Pennsylvania.
Okay, B.
Good night, B.
Yeah,
No,
it's time. Sorry, guys. I'm tired.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
long,
it is a little over
farewell.
time limit.
Just a little bit.
B,
Good night,
B,
everybody.
B. Start earlier with yours.
Right?
That's why I didn't want to
I'll
go
put out a
twice. Sorry.
I'll put out a story, but we'll
Hi,
probably
welcome
just
back.
continue with any brick walls. Like we'll work on bees or something next time too.
I might bring a
If Gone
smaller
Grazing has one.
wall. It's like a
Okay.
clay brick wall. It's not as solid, but
Okay, not solid. It's kind of like can kind of push
I just
it.
It's
have nails.
malleable.
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
easier one.
Cool.
About my finishing
Well, thank.
sister, so it's a little bit easier.
Oh, there you go.
Everybody can just send messages with their brick walls so that we all have the information that they have.
Yes, ahead of time. That'd be helpful.
All right.
So, all
Have a
right.
good
Well,
week,
thank
everybody.
you guys.
Good
Have a
night.
good week.
Night.
Try not to get too much snow and make good choices.
If you can't be good,
Okay.
be careful.
Okay.